back to the channel for the weekend shave. So, going to get right into it and get right down with the shave. So, I had trouble kind of figuring out what I was going to use today. I didn't know if I wanted to do a review on something new, which I don't really have anything new. I have a bunch of samples, but I don't really have anything new to the den. And I was like, well, what else can I do? And then I was like, oh, I know. I'm going to take a soap that I'm fairly familiar with. I might try a different lathering technique. So the soap we're going to use today, as you can see from the title, is Tallow and Steel in conjunction with Karve. Morning coffee in the Canadian wilderness. And that's what we're going to use. Oh, and that is a fine scent indeed. Oh, very fine. Yes. Right off the bat, boom, coffee. Love it. And then you get that sub-alpine forest coming in behind that. Brush for today will be, if I can get the label right side around, my Maseto 30mm 3-band Silvertip. A beautiful, beautiful jelly-tipped knot. Absolutely love it. It's just like a big, fluffy pillow. But it has excellent face lathering properties to it as well. Just enough backbone and scritch. Actually, I shouldn't say scritch. There's no scritch. Just enough backbone for a nice face lather. Just get a little bit more water in the tips. And so yeah, so the lathering technique, as you guys know, I do like the big voluminous Santa Claus Cool Whip type lather. And I got thinking, you know, and while I do like making those lathers, and I make them pretty much with ease, I've been watching a lot of Jack over at the Virtual Groom Room, watching a lot of his videos, and I noticed, you know, he goes for a super hydrated lather, but he doesn't go for the big voluminous lather. So I just wanted to see, you know, what that would entail for me, and how that would work out for my style of shaving and for my preferences. So let's give that a try. And yeah, I mean, it can't be that hard. If anything, it's probably from what I can tell by watching Jack, it's a little less scrubbing and just more painting. Just you know, really getting that water into the brush or into the soap. So I will scrub a little bit on. And then we'll just get into painting. Hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend. Mine's going pretty good here. Weather's kind of craptacular. It's kind of rainy and crappy, but it is a nice day. Other than that, temperatures are manageable. So we'll go with that. So I really don't know what I'm doing when it comes to this. So I know Jack does do a bit of scrubbing. So it's really hard sometimes to try something that's out of your comfort zone, out of your wheelhouse. Because every instinct in my body right now is just telling me, oh, you got the water in there. You got to scrub and scrub and scrub and scrub and scrub, and then, you know, I'll have this huge lather. So just try and concentrate on just painting the water in. Really do enjoy the scent on this soap. Like I said, it's a nice coffee scent, and then opens into the forest as we dip the tips again. It opens into the forest. Get a bit of vanilla in there. Now we'll do a gentle scrub just to see how we're going. Definitely feels like a dense lather that's sitting on the face right now. And I could be royally messing this up as per the way Jack does it. But it feels nice and dense, feels nicely hydrated. And I want to make sure I have lots in the brush. And I do have lots in the brush. This brush weighs an absolute ton right now. It's heavy as all get out. Medium scent strength on this soap. And it was designed that way, I do believe. I don't think it was ever meant to be a super strong in your face soap. This is a nicely hydrated lather, I'll tell you that. Look at that. It's all running down into the flow through. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I just dropped it. I got lather all over my shirt. Oh my goodness. Well, I'll tell you one thing, that is slick. Oops. Oh well. It's definitely slick. I may have to clean that handle off. I think I will do just a little bit more water. And this time we'll spray and we'll scrub just a little bit. It's a nice gentle scrub. I noticed Jack, he doesn't really bear down and scrub super hard, so this just a nice gentle scrub. What do you think, sports fans? I think that is one well-hydrated lather. Very interesting. Very interesting. I think there is something to that. Now, if I can get all this lather off the handle and off my hands. All right. So step one of the experiment went fairly well. Now we'll get the hands dried off and we'll get into the shave. So the blade for today is one that's been featured on the channel quite heavily. Haven't used it in quite a while though. And very happy to bring it back. That is my Custom King cutter. Get it opened here. Now I don't know if you'll be able to pick that up. I'm just going to try to angle this in different ways. See if we can catch the light. That is the original gold etching, if you were able to catch that. And this has custom Santos rosewood scales. This was done by Randy at First Canadian. So I'll get some cold water on the blade so I can feel it on my face a bit better. Very nice. That lather is very well hydrated. Beautiful. Wasn't 100% sure on how this blade was going to perform. We'll get into that here. It's been a while since I've had it honed, and it was getting a tiny bit tuggy. That being said, I only have 24 hours of growth, and this razor seems to really work well on only 24 hours of growth. Yeah, this lather is just sliding right off the blade, right onto my shirt. But that's good though. It's very well hydrated. Very well hydrated indeed. So this razor came to me by way of a good friend named Scott Folser. Also known as the Canuck Shaver. And he piffed this to me 3 years ago now, 2.5 years ago. And it was in pretty rough shape. The scales were cracked. The blade was really, really oxidized. Like it was in visibly it was in bad shape. I don't want to say obviously mechanically or structurally it was in bad shape, just visibly. So automatically had it sent to Randy at First Canadian because I knew he would get her looking good. And what a job he did, especially preserving that original gold etching, because it's pretty easy to remove that when you when you polish the blade, and he was able to preserve it and still make the blade nice and shiny. So thank you very much, Randy. And then he made the scales out of Santos rosewood. Just an incredible razor. Absolutely love it. It sings. It just sings like a banshee. Nice little full hollow. It's only 4/8. It's a pretty nimble little razor, but I do like it. And it's nice to see the edges still hanging in there. Yes. I'd like to thank all the new subscribers for joining the channel. Very nice to have you all along for the journey. Big thanks to Chris over at IMCDB for the shout out video for all of us content creators with the smaller channels. It means a lot. And I know I've always given props to some of the smaller channels just starting out when I could. Very nice. So far, so good. This blade is performing very well. I do have a lot of shaves on this blade, though. And this next pass is going to tell the tale. I think the The against the grain pass is kind of the one where it seems to struggle a little bit. So far, the first two passes, though, are going splendidly. So I'm just building up the lather on my cheeks. I don't like to scrub on my neck after the first pass, because that's where my most sensitive skin is. So I like to just scrub on the cheek and the jawline, and then I can build up some lather that I can drag down. And then that way you can mitigate getting any brush burn down on your lower neck if you're susceptible to irritation. Because right now the shave is going very, very well. Everything feels good, and I don't want any irritation. All right, so for this pass, I'm also gonna rob a little technique off of Kai. Just set that down. Just move the shirt out of the way. And then just dry down here, right down at the bottom. That will dry the skin, and it will give me a purchase point to get my thumb in there to stretch. I don't know why, but this razor, it just feels so good in the hands. I feel like I could do anything with it. Absolutely love it. Very nice. Very nice. That was a good shave all the way around right there. So I will quickly finish off with the DE, because you know that's how I roll. Lather held up good for the entire shave, so yeah, Jack's method definitely works. Got a little messy there when I got lather all over the handle, but and I just dropped it again. Definitely slick. Definitely slick. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that all the way around. And I am going to say that I do think it helped. It really did help. Now that blade on, just making sure that lather was optimally hydrated. Wonderful. Oh, I missed a spot right there. It's always these damn little trouble spots. Got a big glob of lather behind my ear. Thought I cut my ear off for a second there. This is the worst part about being a straight razor shaver and having grain that grows sideways on the neck. Anyway, we'll go with that. That's a good shave right there. A good cold water rinse. This whole shave actually has been a cold water rinse in between each pass. It's that time of year. Wow, what a shave. What a shave. I really enjoyed that. Great to get that little Böker back out. Very nice. It's going to dehydrate down into pretty much an all-over BBS. Yes, I know I cheat a little bit, but it ain't cheating if you're winning, so just keep that in mind. And like I said, and I will probably repeat every video that I use a straight razor. If you have to use a DE to finish off your straight razor shave, because you're just, you know, whether your grain growth is silly like mine, or you're just learning to use it straight, then don't worry about it. There's no shame in it. You know, you do what you need to do to get the shave that you want. Very nice. Have the matching splash. And the matching splash differs a bit from the soap, where the soap opens with coffee and switches into the woods. I find the splash does the opposite. It opens with the woods and switches back into the coffee. And I don't want to be remiss, but this set was also a gift from Karve. I did not pay for this set. Jack and Chris kindly sent it out to me well over a month ago there now. So thank you very much, gentlemen. I do appreciate it. So that was the shave, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. So once again, tallow and steel and Karve. Coffee in the morning coffee in the Canadian wilderness, soap and splash, a 4/8 vintage Böker king cutter restored by Randy of First Canadian, and the 30mm Maseto. So that's it. Thanks once again to all the new subscribers. I really appreciate the support on the channel. Thank you to all my regular long-time subscribers. Your support and encouragement is absolutely fantastic, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And that's it for this week. So until next weekend, have a great day and an even better shave, and we'll catch you next time. Ciao.